Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Spirit Chat. I am Jake, and I am here for the weekly tarot reading. So, welcome back, and welcome those who are new to the channel. I appreciate the comments, likes. Also, please subscribe. I would love to have grow my community. So, any likes, comments, and subscriptions are always helpful. I do want to recap from last week. I know that I mentioned when I did about the Israeli and Palestinian deal that it wasn't going to be easy. That there was will be skirmishes, even though I think in the end it's going to work. Um, Israelis have not completely have violated the ceasefire. That's what I'm trying to say. The other thing was that I mentioned about Katie Porter's going to have troubles, even though I saw that she most likely will be the next governor of California, which it came out today in regards to clips of her abusing her former workers. I think it was a former worker of hers or employee of hers. And I did predict that they weren't going to choose Trump as a Nobel Peace Prize, even though they thought about it, and there were individuals that went to him, went to them to on his behalf to them. So, just recapping on that, I have new questions for this week. And I will continue on. Again, thank you for those who are here today. So, what I'm going to start out, per usual, I'm going to start on international topics. I have a few, and then we'll focus on mainly on the United States. If you want to ask any questions, feel free to comment below. No personal questions, and of course, this whole video, as all my videos, are entertainment purposes only. So, the first one is I want to know with the Gaza agreement, with the Palestinian and Israeli agreement, was there a quid pro quo in regards to monies? So that's what I'm going to ask first, because I feel that even though a lot of people said, a lot of news sources have said, as in people, I mean news sources, are saying the agreement's pretty similar to Biden's agreement that he had between Palestinians and Israelis. So is there some type of financial quid pro quo for the parties involved, mainly with the Gulf states and U.S., and why this agreement was agreed upon? Okay. So we first start out with the two of wands, which usually represents not only just planning, but usually in regards to overseas agreements. And crossing this is the Six of Pentacles. So you're talking about strings attached. When it's on the side, again, it's a reversal. So there's some type of string attached. Again, not surprising, but just wanted to confirm. In the recent past with Knight of Wands, there was a real big push, probably from the Trump camp to get this agreement to move forward because it was taking a toll on him. On the foundation of this reading is the Knight of Pentacles. So rewards, luxury, again, speaking about money, is surrounding this. Crowning this reading, surprise, surprise. As I was just saying, this was pushed by Trump. That's my Trump card, so that's not surprising at all. And then in the near future, and this is even though this is the near future, this Six of Wands is public recognition, but this is even more so with the rebuilding process and this agreement. However, from coming in here as the justice, is there will be some type of balance that will go on in regards to that. From the outside, there's much emotions on this agreement. As you've seen, a lot of happiness and celebration for the ending of this conflict. The hope is to bringing this collaboration together. So there's three individuals here, I think, that were a part of this agreement. I would say that the Gulf states, Israel, and the United States are part of the main push for this agreement. As you probably have realized, I did not say the Palestinians, so they're going to have the short end of the stick of this thing. The outcome card, even though this is kind of I would say, a shady thing, but most when it comes to politics, it's not shouldn't be a surprise that most things surround money in regards to things, and not really the focus on the benefits of people. But it is going to bring, in regards to this in the long term, it will bring a positivity to that region and some type of peace. Again, I do want to reiterate, because that's the feeling I get, is that it does not mean just because there's going to be a positivity in that. In the area does not mean that there won't be small skirmishes throughout the years to come. But I don't think it's going to be anything as major as what happened over these last few years. So the next thing I want to see if there's been talks that Putin and Trump will meet again, this time in Istanbul, not in Alaska again, as you know, recently that weird um, conference that we had. That's not the word I want, but I can't remember the correct word at the moment. Uh, it's bothering me. But anyways, conference that we had with Putin in Alaska, where there was no negotiations really that happened. Quite the opposite of what happened is that Putin started to do worse bombings in not only Ukraine, but into parts of Europe, like in Poland and other parts of Europe. So it's kind of odd that we are wanting to be having another meeting with Putin, considering there hasn't really been some kind of concession on his end with the Ukrainian agreement. So let's just see if they are going to meet. So, and why I'm saying this is because there's probably another reason why they are meeting. So let's see. Will Putin and Trump meet in Istanbul? Yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune right here, which is crossed by the Tower card. So there's some kind of well, the Wheel of Fortune, as you or may not know, is usually a good card turning point. However, when it's being crossed, this is the challenge. There is some type of collapse that's been going on with their relationship, Putin and Trump's relationship. So that's where we are right now, and this might be the reason why Trump is wanting to meet with him. There was some kind of change in the recent past with the Six of Swords in their relationship here. The foundation is that there's a hope to repair this relationship. There is Trump was feeling this is a card I feel that's for Trump. There's much anxiety and fear and depression about this relationship, but there's going to be a show of strength. I'm not for sure if that means for us or is it going to be for Russia's going to show the strength. Financial security. This is what I feel that Russia is wanting from us. This is what I believe why the Alaska meeting didn't help, because Putin wants money from us. Russia is suffering financially and they're looking for money. And again, this is the theme again. There's going to be talks for money about long-term view of us helping Russia financially. The hope is to get some satisfaction from the meeting, I think, from both ends with this. And it's saying yes. So there's the Two of Cups. So they are going to meet. And it is going to be around money. So we'll see what comes of this. But so far it says that they are going to meet in Istanbul. So I don't think it's going to change anything in regards to the Ukrainian situation. We shall see. Right. So we're going to be moving on to the United States. I think the thing that, one of the top things that people are going to be wanting to know is about the government shutdown, how long it's going to last. So let's see, we're already in the middle of October as of now. On today's date's October 16th. So let's see if it's going to end by the end of October. Okay. That's what my feeling is. And remember, the when it comes to reading, the when I'm talking about spirit guides, when I'm talking through these tarot cards, timing is always a hard thing to nail down because several things. One thing is that there are things that are set in stone, events and places and things, but are affected by our free will. So decisions that are made from us or others can affect things that will happen in our life, the timing of things. So in regards to the government shutdown, um, of course it will end, but of course individuals, especially when you're talking about Congress with that many individuals, um, will free will has, I don't know if I said willpower, I'm sorry if I did, I meant free will. uh, oh, it's been a long day for me. Free will does play a role in timing, so sometimes it could be a change. All right. Well, the government shut down and by the end of this month in October. All right. Okay. We have the Devil card here, and it's being crossed by the Seven of Swords. So they're rethinking the approach. And what I'm thinking, because the Republicans are in charge of all three branches of government, they're going to be rethinking their approach in regards to how to end this government shutdown. In the recent past, this is the Justice card. The cause of it can mean justice and literal justice or fairness, but it can also it could be a cause and effect card. So obviously, the cause of what Republicans has done have caused this government shutdown, so they are in control of this. And this is a turning point with the Wheel of Fortune card. Crowning this reading, they want the happy memories and nostalgia of the past in regards to reopening this government or ending this government shutdown and getting back to business as usual. So in the near future, there is going to be some type of celebration and community coming together. There's two individuals, so this could definitely mean that the Republicans and Democrats getting back together. We have the Hierophant here, which represents government institutions. Here's my voter card, which is the Ten of Cups. That's the outside influence, that's the voters. And we have a question about the No Kings protest that coming up Saturday. So that's an influence is the voters. There is going to be, the hope is to have some hard work and productivity with the Knight of Pentacles. There's going to be a drive for that. And it is going to end by the end of this month with this Nine of Wands. That there is going to be boundaries and the last stand. I think for both parties, this is what we want, and I think it's going to end that way. Um, Leading up after the government card, leading all the cards leading up to the outcome card are yes cards. So I strongly believe that it's going to end by the end of this month. So hold on tight, and I'm sorry if you all are any federal workers watching this. I apologize that I can give you good news. Maybe, like I said, timing's a weird thing. Maybe it ends sooner than that. Hopefully, I'm wrong. I don't want to be right in regards to that. But yeah. Um, so the next thing I want to look at is the Gnome Kings protest on Saturday to make sure that um, it's going to work out okay. That there's not going to be any violence or any pushback from the government. Let's see, the No Kings protests. Will everything go okay in regards to protests? Will everybody be safe during the No Kings protest on Saturday? Okay. Here's the tensions, the strife with the Five of Wands. Crossing this, you have the Knight of Wands. And the wands are communication cards, so that is fitting for this. So there's a lot of anger coming from these No Kings protests. It doesn't mean that there's violence, but there's a lot of anger, and a lot of people are wanting to express their anger to the government. And in the recent past, there's the Three of Cups, the coming together of individuals for this No King protest. Um, the basis of this reading, their foundation, is the Ace of Pentacles. People are wanting to feel more financial security. I mean, everybody that's watching, especially from here, can say when you go to the store, when you have medical bills, things prices are going up, and so people are wanting to feel more secure financially. And then they also want the truth with the Ace of Swords crowning this reading. They want to express the truth of what's really happening to the everyday people. In the long-term view, in the near future, is the Seven of Pentacles. They're going to be diligent and make sure they have sustainable results due to these protests. Um, this Five of Cups, there's a lot of disappointment amongst the protesters. Um, Feelings coming out of the surface with the Moon card, and their fear is that there's going to be more disappointment, that there's not going to be change from these protests. Um, But here's the thing I'm worrying about, because there is the Seven of Swords. So there is going to be something trickery, maybe a false flag that's going to happen during the protest, not everywhere. And I don't feel like it's going to be everywhere, but in certain locations, there's going to be things that are going to be people coming in from the outside, or something that's going to cause to say that these No King protests are violent or whatever like that. And just on the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Pentacles. The people are, oh, I'm sorry, the glare. The Five of Pentacles, the people are fear the financial insecurities. They want to be nurtured with the Queen of Pentacles by the government. Here's the Hierophant card. In the Hermit card, where a lot of reevaluation of where they want the direction of the government to go back. So please be careful if you're going out there. Please be careful. Please be mindful of your surroundings and whatnot. So, and more important, stay safe. So, my follow-up question is, I want to know, because on the Republicans, there's been a lot of misconception about, and kind of like panic over this protest, because which protest is one of the foundation of our country, freedom of speech, uh, the freedom of assembly. So this is nothing new from the inception. I know it's a lot of fear mongering from the other side, so please do not pay attention to that. um, so I want to know, what is the real fear by the Republicans about these No King protests? What do they fear about these protests? Because that's what it is. When there's this labeling of these protests as hating America thing, which is far from the truth. This was coming out, which is the reverse card of the Queen of Cups, which is insecurity. Surprise, surprise. um, so let's look at the full picture here. So insecurity is not surprising. Um, so the Ace of Wands, the desire to have the power, to have the talking stick, so to speak, is being crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. So when it's crossed like that, they're feeling that the economy, the fleeting success of the economy is not working well in their favor, in their fear of this not having a talking stack. These big protests that are being planned across the country will have the talking stick, and they won't have any ability to fight back in regards to this. Um, in the recent past was the Six of Swords. Uh, that's moving, transitioning to make. There's a transition, a change that's recently happening. Um, the Two of Pentacles is the foundation of the reading. Um, Trying to balance decisions on how to deal with this. We're going to have the Nine of Wands on the crown of this reading. They're going to make, they're getting ready for the worst coming from these protests. Okay. In the near future is the Strength card. I think this is telling of the protests are going to come strong. This is going to be deep wounds for the Republicans. That's what they're fearing this protest will cause with the Ten of Swords. And here's again in the same spot that we talked about the Neo Kings. And now this follow-up question, this is in the same exact spot, this moon card. Things are coming out from underneath the surface, the truths of what's really going on. And then here comes the people coming together. In the No Kings, there are not just Democrats, there are Republicans and Democrats. Again, there's two individuals in these Four of Wands. So these are everyday people coming together, Americans coming together. And again, exact same card and another card in the exact same spot from the Seven of Swords, the betrayal and trickery. They're going to twist, this is the outcome card, they're going to twist what the protesters are saying, which isn't a surprise, but it's interesting that they're doing a lot of trickery. So I would say in regards to that, their biggest fear is that they're feeling insecure. They're feeling insecure that the real truths are coming out. They're going to lose the talking stick, the ability to microphone, or however you want to word it, during this time. And they're worried that this is going to end their power grab right now. So, all right. Today we had the former ambassador John Bolton. He was served under the most recent was under Trump's first term as a UN ambassador and national security advisor. He recently part of Trump's getting back at political foes because he's a critic of Trump. John Bolton was indicted today, so I want to see if he will serve prison time. He's going to have to go through the trial process, and then see if he'll be found guilty. So I want to see if he's going to serve any prison time. Will John Bolton receive any prison time? Not that I'm a big fan of John Bolton by any means, but I don't think any person can just, whether you worked in that administration or not, should be able to publicly criticize, especially when they're out of their position in government. John Bolton will be served prison. This is the High Priestess, the hidden agenda. That's a maybe card, but let's see the full picture. This is the King of Pentacles. This is dealing with leadership. We can also deal with money, of course, but this is being crossed by the Two of Swords. So this is saying, this is definitely a leadership decision from Trump. He's trying to make certain choices in regards to which political foes to go after. Who's the easiest to go after first? So a lot of this is popping up today. Seven of Swords in the recent past. This is his betrayal of of people who worked in his previous administration. This trial's going to go fast with the Chariot card. It has actually gone pretty fast with him and Comey. It's been moving ahead pretty fast. The Queen of Pentacles is a nurturing practical card. Again, it might deal with maybe some kind of money exchange, or maybe he didn't get money from Bolton that he as in Trump. Again, all this is entertainment only. In the near future, there's going to be some kind of regret. So let's see who that could be. Um, uh, the King of Cups is right here. It might be the judge that's going to be hearing this reading. That's someone that's going to be a balanced type of person. There's going to be some type of pause or delay. The Hangman, the Knight of Cups, the Knight in shining armor. This could be maybe there's a hope for a plea agreement, possibly. Um, and this is a star card. This is saying yes, that there is going to be, he is going to serve jail time. He might avoid the trial. This might be possibly that what they're hoping for. John Bolton is hoping that he's just going to, since he worked in sensitive roles, and he probably doesn't want to give away security information, he might just go ahead and cut the trial short and just do a plea agreement, and in order to serve some type of jail time. It may not be that long, but the cards are saying yes, that he is. And this would make sense with having this plea agreement, because it would pause this trial from going further. Okay. All right. Where are we at time? Okay. All right, the Supreme Court right now, as of now, I have not checked the update, but I don't think it's been released. If they make a decision on the Voting Rights Act, let's see if they will end the last part of the Voter Rights Act of 1964. It's unbelievable that some justices out there think that we've moved beyond what was needed in 1964. And 1964 is not even that long ago. I mean, there's people out there who've lived in 1964. I mean, all the Supreme Court justices, I believe, have been. I don't think things have rapidly changed that much in regards to racism. That's that's just beyond. To even say that, even if it was 100 years, that's a long time thing for us to evolve from. Um, wow. But anyways, let's see if the Supreme Court will vote to end the Voter Rights Act, because it's going to have an effect on the midterms if the justices decide to end. Oh, justice card here. Not surprising that came up with being crossed by the world card. So when the world card comes on a side like this, it's they're doing they're creating shortcuts, delays. So it also means closure, which is not a very good sign. In the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles, representing what the Voters' Right Act of 1964 do, trying to correct wrongs of the past, nurturing the voters in regards to that. Knight of Wands energy, and this is going to happen. This case was pushed pretty fast forward. The Queen of Swords is crowning the reading. This is in regards to clear communication, and what I mean by this is that this ruling is going to be clear cut about what type of court this is with their decision. The Ace of Wands coming soon. It's going to be announced soon. I think if it wasn't today, it'll be definitely tomorrow. Here's the Lovers card. There was probably some type of agreement that was going on about this case behind closed doors. The Strength card here. The Lovers card might be could be too. Well, let me hold on and see the rest of it. This has been worked on for this court case has been worked on for a while now to get this to the court with this the with the Eight of Pentacles, and yeah, this is going to be this is a yes card, so the King of Wands, and I've had all yes cards leading up to this outcome, so this is a very strong yes. And I was thinking that the Lovers card, there might be two justices on the other side that joining the liberal justices dissenting, but I think this is going to end up um, being in favor of ending it. So I do have a follow-up question to this, because if I had a yes card to ending the Voter Rights Act of 1964, I want to know if something in the future, whether probably after Trump's out of the picture in the near future, will something replace the Voter Act of 1964 to get these protections back in, and probably the update. So let's see. Will something replace the Voters' Right Act of 1964 after Trump's out of the picture? Yeah, there's going to be a lot of soul searching. The Herman card is going to happen after this. It's just like Roe versus Wade. There's going to be a lot of soul searching about where our country is heading, what we want from our country. So let's see what will come to replace this in the near future. Ooh. Here's the Queen of Cups, compassion, comfort. They want something stable. People want it stable. With the King of Cups crossing this, this is the this is the when it's on the side, it's the cold-heartedness of this. People want that balance, but now they have to overcome this cold-heartedness of this court. Um, the Emperor's cards in the past, that's, you know, self-care, development, growth, evolution. That's in the past. Once this act is basically turned down, like ended. But then there's a development ambitions with the Page of Pentacles to really push something forward. And this is the Death card that's crowning this reading. It's definitely, this has been an ending. It's also, when the Death card comes up, it's also showing a sign of a beginning of a new stage. Not with, of course, without having the Voters' Right Act, but also a metamorphosis, a transition to a new cycle into creating something new as well. And here's some, which leads into the Four of Cups in the near future, more evaluation. We saw that Hermit card pop up, which also means that this is a new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities to manifest something new. From the outside is a lot of worry that comes out from the ending of this with the Five of Pentacles, which is no surprise. This is a tower moment. When this happens, this is definitely a tower moment in our country. This is definitely going to be a shock, just like Roe versus Wade. It's not surprising. And I am so happy this card came up for this. This is a star card, which is a very positive, like the sun card, the star card. For this is a very positive card. This is meaning, and it's a yes card. This means that there will be something new that in the near future that will help make changes. Yeah, and here's this, the Temperance card, the bringing balance. This is from the bottom of the deck to further explain this. Definitely a world card about bringing a new cycle of change, of temperance. And here's the nostalgic of bringing the fairness back, and even then some, because I know this will be hurtful for many, including myself, but when something like this, that we've been experiencing a lot of these tower moments, it also gives an opportunity to make things, correct things that was lacking in this Voters' Right Act 2 as well. What I mean, not two as in there was two of these acts, but as well. So it's a temporary thing that's right now, but we're gonna, in the near future, fix it. All right. I don't want to go too long in this video, so let's do a general reading from my spirit guides to you all. I thank you again for joining me this week again. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate the love out there. So thank you again. So spirit guides, what's the message you have for everyone out there? What's something that will be helpful for everyone out there at this time? General message. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles with starting out feeling the loss. We're feeling a lot of loss right now with a lot of these changes and things that are happening right now. The Page of Pentacles is crossing this. This also, when it's on the side of Page of Pentacles, is that we learn from failure. As I was kind of indicating with what's going to come after the Voter Rights Act ends, that there's something new. That's a lesson from our failure. This applies even in a broader sense. When there's things that happen, bumps in the road, this is an opportunity for everyone to learn lessons. It's not necessary. One piece of advice I've heard before, it's not that it's being done to you, but it's being done so you can grow and learn from these incidents. So when bad things bumps happen in our lives. In our recent past, we had the feeling of excitement and freedom, and with the Page of Wands that we feel that we're lacking right now. Justice is going to be coming. There's going to be a rebalance that will be happening soon. And we have to remember that that's the foundation of this reading, because what's right now the overshadowing is the Devil card, not necessarily the devil. It's a devil card is representing the shadow self, the materialistic side of things, not our spiritual side of things. And that's what's happening right now. There's so much focus on things and not growth within the side of us that's will in love and happiness and creating joy. That's what helps us to grow, not things that are physical addictions that and greediness. In the near future, there's going to be some growth of love from this failure. We're going to overcome this, and there will be a time for more love and that feeling of compassion towards each other again. Because again, we are having these tower moments right now. Right now, we are experiencing this tower moment. So much change, so much things are happening at once. It's hard to keep up, and it feels like we're free falling, and we're trying to juggle everything. We feel like we're juggling everything right now with these two pentacles. And we're feeling the fear is that we're feeling this loss of grief of having balance, having stability. But this is a time during these times. This is a time with the Four of Cups of reevaluation, of meditation, of thinking of the things that we have to reconnect. Go outside and feel reconnected with grounding yourself and in thinking about what you have at the present moment. On the bottom of the card, reading that in truth, humanity in general is driven to succeed. This is definitely a turning point for us with the Wheel of Fortune, and we are progressing forward with the Three of Wands. So the general reading, again, just to recap, yeah, we may feel loss and grief right now and feel like we're juggling everything, but this justice is going to happen after the tower moments have ended. This is a point for us to reflect, reevaluate our direction, and make changes for the good for us individually. And in turn, will create a change for the greater good. So with that, again, Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I'll see you next week. Until then, bye bye.